Aloha and welcome, video viewers. This is the 23rd episode of Song of the Deep. I'll piss off. I can't do it. And the yellow one came back. Fine.
Turtles hiding in their shells could now be moved safely around. Merrin was careful not to hurt them. After all, this was for their benefit, as well as her own.
Stay put.
Some of the beams were controlled by sensors. But would any large object trigger the sensor?
Yes. Yeah, it would. Kind of already established that. Okay, it gravitates towards it. Purple. Now. There. All right. Still weed. Grab this. Grab. Oh, you're gonna be that type of dick, huh? I don't care, it's only a couple gold.
The red turtle continued to evade Merrin. She wondered if she could trick him into taking a more dangerous path.
Yeah, I figured. Gravitate towards that Faye. You.
A burst of energy from the machine sent the turtle back into his shell. But a piece had broken away. Merrin recognized it as a Fomori sonar device.
So, class. Charge the sonar to emit a radial shockwave that... Frickin' yay. Looks like it eats energy.
The submarine shot out a burst of pure sonic energy, shaking the architect and scattering broken glass in all directions. This new power might be Merrin's one opportunity to escape.
Yay!
As the last piece of the great Fomori machine collapsed, Merrin heard the sounds of distant turbines. The current that had pulled her in was now reversed, pushing her back out into the sea and toward her father's boat.
Let's try this again.
Enormous red tentacles grabbed her submarine, cracking its hull and crushing its propeller. The unseen beast pulled her down into the darkest depths and left her at the bottom of a deep, rocky trench. Her submarine broken, Merrin sat helplessly at the bottom of the sea. She opened her father's journal. On the last page, he had written a note to her. Her hands trembled as she read it. My dearest Merrin, I now realize I may never see you again, and I feel that I have failed you. I'm sorry for all the times you went hungry. I'm sorry I could not buy you pretty dresses and paints and books of your own. I wish I could have given you a happier life. Please know that I love you more than all the world. Merrin put down the journal, and her eyes blurred with tears. She didn't want pretty dresses or paints. She had a happy life, and she just wanted it back. For the first time since her journey began, Merrin had lost hope. She felt the slow, dull realization that her father was truly gone. She watched as the water seeped in through the cracks in the submarine's hull. She could no longer will herself to go on. As the cold water slowly rose up around her, there was a tapping sound from above, and the hatch creaked open. It was Swish. He gently picked Merrin up and pulled her out of the trench. He carried her out of the Forbidden City, through caverns and caves she had never seen, until they reached a place so beautiful that Merrin was certain she must be dreaming. Had brought her to an undersea garden of 1,000 colors. Beautiful corals of every hue stretched out like blooming summer flowers. Dazzling schools of fish swooped up and down all around her. Merrin had never imagined a place like this could exist below the waves. What she didn't know was that the whole sea was once covered with these gardens, and that this was the last one of them all. A cluster of brilliant red marrow eggs shimmered like giant rubies. If the sea garden could be saved, the marrows might still live on. Merrin was shocked to see her submarine repaired and waiting for her. "Did you do this?" she asked the hermit crab. And for a moment, she thought he was blushing beneath his shell.
Well, some good news at least. Definitely gonna get that one. That is definitely one I'm gonna aim for.
As Merrin swam toward Kara, she felt a wave of panic. The Merrow was dying. Merrin asked her desperately, "What can I do? How can I help?" Kara's voice was slow and weak. "Fix him. Fix him, and he will show you," she said. Kara closed her eyes. She didn't have the strength to say more. Looked very sick, but Swish was there to care for her. He would fetch scallops for her to eat and guard her from any enemies. Merrin knew the best way she could help was to find a way to repair the clockwork seahorse.
Well, that's our new objective. I kind of like the way the story went. Kinda. The loss of the dad was something I expected, but damn did that hurt. Well, I will catch you all in the next episode where we further this journey. Until then, have fun, be safe, and alone.